Good morning. I'm Susana Marguiles. I am the Patient Relations Director here at Memorial Hospital. I think I know how you may be feeling this morning. I had major surgery done about 6 months ago in which I needed a blood transfusion, and I was worried about it. I remember sitting up one night thinking about all the TV and magazine reports I'd seen about people who contracted the AIDS virus or hepatitis B from someone else's blood. You might remember the great tennis star Arthur Ashe or that brave little boy from Indiana, Ryan White. They both contracted the HIV virus through a blood transfusion. Now, the chance of that happening to you is less than 1 in a million. The reason is that blood donors and the blood itself are screened so carefully now that the transfusion you may receive will be free of any antibodies or any other impurities that could affect your health. Let me tell you just a bit about how it works. The first step is to do everything we can to make sure that only healthy people donate blood. Blood donors are screened very thoroughly. The blood donor centers take a complete health history from every potential blood donor to check for any existing blood-related disease or any history of blood-related disease in the donor's family. Anyone whose blood may be affected by disease is asked not to donate. The next step, before any blood is drawn at all, is for the potential donor to pass a physical examination. Then, and only then, is the person allowed to donate blood. After the blood is drawn, it's sent immediately to a laboratory where it's tested to see what type it is. It could be O positive or A positive. Those are the two most common types, or it could be any of the other types. Then, and here's the most important part, the donated blood undergoes exhaustive tests for any antibodies or any other irregularities that could cause problems for the blood recipient. Among other things, we test for the many types of hepatitis, HIV, which is often called the AIDS virus, syphilis, anemia, and several other deficiencies. Only after we know it's safe, the blood is stored in a sterile, refrigerated unit with other safe blood. It is never stored in the same area as contaminated blood. If you need a transfusion during your surgery, the blood you'll receive is as safe as we can make it. Is that a 100% guarantee? No. We can't do that yet, but I can tell you that if you drove here in a car today, your risk of death during that trip was far greater than your risk of infection from a blood transfusion. Still, if those odds aren't good enough for you, there's one alternative that is 100% completely safe. It's called autologous transfusion, and it's as simple as this. Before your surgery, you donate your own blood. We test it, we store it, and then pump it right back into you if you need a transfusion during your surgery. Your doctor can tell you more about this procedure and whether you're a good candidate for it. Whether you use your own blood or blood from another donor, you can feel confident that everything possible has been done to ensure that you receive healthy blood that will help speed your recovery. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. Also, I have a number of informative pamphlets that you can take home to share with your relatives and friends who may be concerned about you. Our blood supply here at Memorial is as safe as we can make it. We're going to take very good care of you. I promise. Thank you.
What can you tell about the audience? What was the topic? Was the speech informative or persuasive? What was the specific purpose of the speech?